If you're looking to move to Colorado Springs, besides the mountains, the stunning views, there are a ton of hidden gems around the city that are definitely worth checking out.
Today we're going to highlight a few local spots you probably didn't know about.
And to be honest, Colorado Springs is full of hidden gems, so we're not going to touch on all of them, but we're going to touch on a few of the new ones, a few of the ones that are close to our hearts, and then just a few that we think that we want to share with you just because we like to. I'm just drinking and drinking.
So whether you're new to the area or you're just visiting, we've got some cool places that will make you feel like a local.
Let's kick things off with a new local favorite. We just went here about a month ago, and it was such an amazing experience. This place is called the Ice Cream Lab. And this is unlike any ice cream place we've ever seen in Colorado Springs. I don't know. We used to go to Risotto's back when we were at the first house, but that place was just good. It wasn't unique.
No, so. Yeah, this is a very unique experience from the time that you walk in the door to the time that you leave.
Yeah, they use, was it like nitrous?
Nitrous. Nitrogen.
We'll go with that. And they have the lights down. There's like purple or blue. I'm colorblind. Fun fact, if you didn't know that, are they purple or blue?
Yeah, they're a little bit of everything.
Oh, they're purple.
It's like you're literally like walking into a club.
Yeah.
The music is super loud. The vibes are vibing.
They got nitrous going back and forth between cups. They're making these edible balls that blow like smoke out of your mouth.
I think that they call it like dragon's breath or something.
Yep,
yeah.
But Ice Cream Lab is the spot. It's all the way down like near Woodman and I-25. So if you're in that area, if you're out with the kids, if you're out with the adults, it's a spot to check out no matter what. But the line is usually pretty long, so just expect a little bit of a wait, but you will enjoy the show while you're waiting. They have 4 different stations, maybe 5 different stations where they prepare different types of ice cream. So you can watch them roll, like hand make ice cream and then roll it off of like the frozen platform. You can watch them do the nitrous thing with the balls. There's so much to watch.
Yeah, I think Kaylee and our daughter was just talking about it, that her and her friend just went there yesterday because she had heard about it from us, and they got their chocolate covered strawberries, and she said they were absolutely delicious. We didn't try those when we went, but what I love about the place is you could tell that it's very like an intimate setting, and that they want to make sure that you have a really good time while you're there. So even if you are waiting, you have to remember it's all fresh. They take your order and then they make that order. So it's not like they have anything pre-done so it's going to be a minute, right? But it's so entertaining. Like Sean said, they explain everything while they're doing it. If you want that, they kind of go into detail about what they're using and how they're doing it. They make it's like a little show in a sense.
Yeah, for sure. And it's super cool because all the employees that are there, they just make you feel welcome. From the minute you walk into the door, every few minutes, the guy will come by and he says, who's here for the first time? And if you raise your hand, he'll bring you over to this little section. He'll explain the different stations to you. And they are just super proud business owners. We've talked about small businesses in Colorado Springs. This is one of them. Super unique, super fun, whether you're an adult, for the family. If you're near Woodman and I-25, this is definitely a spot that you're going to want to check out.
Well, and I think that they have, and I could be wrong on this, but it seems like, because we follow them on social, seems like they have a different, unique, special kind of every month. So they try to continue to get creative. I don't know how much more creative you can get by, a bowl that literally there's...
We'll just call it Dragon's Breath.
Yeah, it's a crazy experience. But then they do like a cotton candy, big O shake, and then a taco thing. You can get ice cream that literally looks like a taco, right? They freeze it and then they shape it up into a taco. They stuff all of this stuff in. I mean, you guys, it's very hidden. It's not something that is plastered everywhere.
Right.
They are starting to really pick up momentum, and like Sean said, there's always a line, but we promise you it's a hidden gem that you will want to try out.
Wave at me now. Now. All right, in order to earn your ice cream, we figured we would throw some nature your way, and one of our favorite places to go for the past probably 10 years.
Yeah.
I think we went there before we were even together
Yeah.
is a place called Seven Bridges Trail. This is on the west side. It's near like the Seven Falls. Seven Falls, that's the one I was thinking of. And it's just a trail that you would never really know is there unless you know it's there. If you're over by Gold Camp Road, you kind of go up a couple curves because you're in the mountain. You park in the parking lot. It's probably a half-mile walk, maybe a quarter-mile walk to get there. And then there's just a sign with a little ramp that says Seven Bridges Trails. And until you start walking, you really don't know what you're getting into. But the reason that we like this one, besides the fact that we've been going forever, is it's easy, but it's just out in nature, and you don't have to kill yourself to go do this hike. You can just simply peacefully walk through nature, which Crystal likes to do.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you guys all know that I like hiking is not really my thing. Don't really care for the incline. But the great thing about this particular trail is that the nature is gorgeous. It's not like super easy, like you're just walking around the block. It has little hills, right?
I mean, you're going up a mountain still.
Yeah, but it's super pretty, and there's waterfall, like little waterfalls.
Yes,
there's
creek that goes all the way down, and then a waterfall at the top. I mean, small.
It's nothing like Seven Falls, but it's definitely just a very casual, nice hike to do. And you can bring a lunch, you can have a picnic. We see a ton of families on it. We see experts that are super big on doing hikes. It's really kind of like for all ages.
Yeah, and if you're new to Colorado Springs, this is going to be a great trail or hike for you to do because it's just moderate. It's nothing super intense. But if you're wanting to increase the difficulty level at the top, as with most trails, there's more connections on more connections on more connections. So if you want to keep hiking, just pick a route and start going.
Well, and I do like that it gives you, like, this is a first bridge, this is a second bridge. So it gives you, obviously by the name that there's 7. So you know that when you're at 1, okay, now I have to go to 2. Once you get to 2, I have to go to 3, right? And so when you get to that number 6, you know that number 7 is just right around the corner. So it kind of continues to push you without it being like a time sensitive type thing. It's exciting. It's like, okay, well, where's the next bridge going to be? And if you've never been there, you don't know. I mean, we don't go all the time. So it's still really fun to go, and because you don't remember where each part is and how far it is. So it's one of our favorites.
And it's super neat when you're out in nature. I remember it was definitely not the first time we went, but not the last time. We went around this, there's like a big boulder that kind of is in the middle of the trail, and you kind of go underneath the boulder, and then on the other side, I see people literally bouldering. So bouldering is like rock climbing without like the harnesses and stuff. So Colorado Springs is full of outdoor adventures. You can take this easy to moderate hike up, get about halfway there, and then you can start bouldering. So Colorado Springs, 7 Bridges, definitely a spot to check out. And then when you're done, you can go to Seven Falls. And then when you're done, you can go eat that ice cream that we were just talking about.
So what is the world's fastest growing sport?
It's pickleball.
Pickleball. For those of you who love sports, pickleball is another hidden gem in Colorado Springs. It is really taken off in the recent years, and this place is one of the best spots in the area to play. And it's super new. I think within like the last year, it just became a thing, and it's a gorgeous facility.
Yeah, and if you're like Crystal and myself, you've probably told yourself that you're going to play pickleball one day and still haven't, which is crazy because I remember Lifetime. If you guys know me, I go to Lifetime. It's a gym here in Colorado Springs, and they actually converted several of their tennis courts to pickleball courts because it is such a popular sport. And here and there, you've heard about these places popping up, but Peak Pickleball in Colorado Springs is definitely a spot to be at if you are an avid pickleball goer. This is an indoor facility, not an outdoor facility, so something to keep in mind. But regardless, if you are a pickleball lover, Colorado Springs is going to be a great spot for you because we have them all over. But we've personally noticed that Peak Pickleball continues to get more and more and more popular, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced.
Yeah, I was just going to say that the great thing about this facility is not only is it absolutely gorgeous, but they have beginner levels, they have lessons, they have pickup games. You can go there if you're just a solo person and you've never played before. You can go there if you're super, super competitive and always want to win. You can be challenged by so many different expertises and levels of expert, like no matter what level you are, you can find someone on that court. It is one of our goals to do.
Have a friend at Lifetime who used to play at Lifetime, and he is in his 70s, and he tells me every week that he wants to play me in pickleball because he knows I'm very young and I'm very athletic, and he will probably smoke me in pickleball, which is just hilarious to me. It doesn't matter what your age is.
No.
It really doesn't matter what your fitness level is. I have walked in and I have seen some people just hammering this ball. So pickleball, I don't know if it's actually the world's fastest growing sport. We're going to say that it is because it's our show and we can do whatever we want. But pickleball is awesome. Peak Pickleball is amazing. And if you are wanting to play, text us, comment, DM. I will go play pickleball for the first time with you. If I haven't done so by the time you're watching this episode,
I've been to
we will. We have to go. We've been talking.
Yeah.
We have paddles. We have all the gear.
We just
haven't
don't make it a priority.
Haven't made it to play, which is kind of sad.
But we do have a friend who is a sponsor of the place, and his name's Jeff. He's a roofer. He's amazing. And he has us on his membership. So really, we have absolutely no excuse not to get out there. He even said that he would give me a lesson. So
we're going
that way I could beat him.
We're going to end this show. We're going to go play pickleball. I'll take some video and post it on this for you.
We're not going to go right now.
We'll see. Peak Pickleball, check it out.
Now, for something a little bit different, let's talk about Ivywild School. This former elementary school has been transformed into a vibrant community hub, and it's a must-visit spot in Colorado Springs. What makes it so special, though, is the way that the old building has been repurposed. Sean and I aren't really like big history people, but I am a sucker for that modern feel. And when someone does not take that away, and so like this was a school, right? So you walk in, you kind of feel like you're going to school.
Literally, from the outside to the inside. I mean, there's still the principal's office is a location inside the Ivywild School. The gym is a place in the school. Like
the gym is still there. And it is a really cool vibe, and it has so many different things in it.
Yeah.
There's like little, not really restaurants. They're kind of like
grab and go but they're actually pretty tasty.
They're so good.
Burgers and fries and just like little grab and go things, but surprisingly good for just a walk up order window.
Yeah.
Definitely better than fast food.
Oh, absolutely. The vibe just in general is a lot better than fast food, but then like the actual quality of the food is pretty good.
During the day they have coffees, and then at night it turns into cocktails. So, and they host so many different events. If you haven't seen it, last year and actually just last week we did a dodgeball tournament for charity. I'm sure that we can play some footage of that.
Gosh. Once again, Sean being competitive. Who would have thought?
There was I think it was called Beers and Steers event, which they didn't renew last year, but it was, oh man, I got to go into detail about this a little bit. It was a whiskey tasting event.
Yes.
So
hold on, before you get into that story, because it is a really good one, so you do have to share it.
It's Ivywild.
But the great thing about Ivywild is that it does host a ton of community events. It has a brewery in it. They have the bar, like Sean said, with the cocktails and they're really, really good cocktails. They're all fancy and stuff. But the indoor and the outdoor. So when you go to recess, right? Yep. That is where he's getting ready to tell you this amazing story, which I'm gonna find footage so we can put it in.
Oh, I have all the footage.
Oh my gosh.
It's so bad.
So anyway, go ahead.
Long story short, I actually don't know if it's gonna be.
It's gonna be a long story.
Crystal's friend and my friend offered us VIP tickets to this thing that I had never heard of.
A whiskey tasting.
And it was a whiskey tasting, and I'm a whiskey kind of person. So of course I want to go.
I am
I've never
not.
been to one. She is not. So we get there an hour early for the VIP, and you get to taste different allocations and just rare things that you won't see in a liquor store. So I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. We show up to VIP. It starts outdoors and it goes inside. And there's, I would have to say, 100 different booths that you can.
There was a lot of booths.
They give you a lanyard with a shot glass and a koozie in it, so you can carry around your little shot glass. Little did I know, I thought a tasting was like, here's a sip. They are pouring full-blown shots of whiskey and bourbon and moonshine, and of course I have to taste them all.
You serious?
And we were trying to figure out a different kind of seltzer that Krista would like, so there was like those lemon things and different so I'm just drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking, and I drove there. And I did not drive home because by the end of it, I remember the moonshine of it, just the moonshine. I think they had 6 different kinds of moonshine and a full shot. Oh my goodness. I thankfully was not sick I don't know how I wasn't sick the next day, but that was a very fun event at the Ivywild School.
He forgot to mention this one.
I knew it was coming.
He did not mention that they had a mechanical bull. And Sean, like we've mentioned, is very competitive. So
I was 3 sheets to the wind.
This was after he had went through all of these booths and he was talking, and whiskey is just not my thing, you guys. So not only would he get a shot, then I would get a shot. He would drink my shot.
Oh, man.
He tried so many amazing ones too. He said, but you guys, this was after like the whole entire event, right? This was at the end when we were getting ready to head out, and they had a mechanical bull. So he gets up there, doesn't think that he has to hold on even just like one little hold, because
I think there's a video of it somewhere.
We're gonna find it.
I jumped over the bull. I was watching people. I thought I could do it. I enter the thing and I just go to jump on and I jump over the whole thing. That was my first introduction.
He also fell off in like 1.2 seconds.
Yeah, it wasn't a very great experience. I remember
really
the rope burn on my hand was the real deal. If anybody's ever ridden one, that was the real deal. So I don't know if I was sober if I would have been able to last much longer, because that thing roasted my hand. But Ivywild School, if you want to have fun events,
it's a lot of fun.
Go do dodgeball for charity, if you want to do a whiskey tasting, if you want to do 100 different other things, the Ivywild School is for you. And even if you're not going to participate in an event, you have to go there.
Well, I was going to say, you can
morning coffees, or
you can go work. They have like these little desks, right? And yeah, it's a really cool vibe. It's very casual. Just go check it out.
Yep.
Now, after all of that fun, we're going to talk about one of my favorite places. It is the Manitou Springs Penny Arcade. This is so much fun, you guys. Definitely a hidden gem.
Yep.
It's in Manitou. It's not publicly advertised and stuff like that, but
old school. We still got quarters at this bad boy.
Yeah, pennies.
Like,
it is, talk about, like, if you like video games, or if you like that feeling of like beating something, if you're competitive, if you have littles, if your kids are older, if it's just you and you want to, there is a game that will bring you back to your childhood in a matter of seconds.
Oh yeah, they got, you name it, pinball machines, they have the horse racing, they have Mrs. Pac-Man. That is my favorite arcade game of all time, is Mrs. Pac-Man. You name it, they probably...
T-ball, air hockey.
The basketball, you name it, they probably have it. And what's so cool about this place, at least for me, I would say if you were born anywhere between 1960 and 2000, this will bring you back to your childhood. If you're 2000, you're still a child. You're almost an adult. So this place will just bring you back to your childhood, and it will bring you back to those good memories. And it's so cool because it's literally still quarters. I don't know if you were born in 2000, if you've ever had to play a game that required you to put in quarters.
2000 is they're 25.
That's pretty young. Things change quickly. Haley's never played a quarter game.
Yes, she has.
No chance.
At the Penny Arcade.
No, well, yeah, with us at the Penny Arcade. Yeah, when we took her to Manitou Springs, she was lost in the sauce. What do I have to do?
Yeah, no, but so once again, it's one of those old feelings. It brings you back to the simpler times.
Yeah.
There's so many games. There's pennies, there's quarters, there's, was there dollar ones? I don't remember.
I remember the dollars.
But they have like little... Remember, I don't know, this is really gonna date me. Did you guys ever go to like a King Soopers and they had that mechanical horsey?
Mention it.
The penny horsey? They have those at the Manitou arcade.
Yep.
And so it really just, it's a lot of fun. It's not expensive. It's a little bit of a drive if you live in Colorado Springs. But there's also so many other things to do right in the heart of Manitou that you can just make a day out of it and you won't be disappointed.
Manitou Springs is a small town that is a small town. It does not feel like a big city at all. And when you go to the Penny Arcade, there's about a street that's maybe 6 feet wide. You walk across the street into another building and you're in another part of the Penny Arcade. So it's several buildings. You cross one street to go from building to building. In the middle of that street is where the horsey ride is, and there's a couple other different things that are just kind of out there. But even though it's an indoor venue, they usually have the doors open, especially during that time, because it's so old. They probably don't even have AC. I know, I didn't feel like there was air conditioning in there, but I was also shooting monsters and playing Mrs. Pac-Man. So, but the Penny Arcade is super cool. Small town, so much fun. A little bit outside of Colorado Springs, but totally worth it.
Well, and you can make a date night or a date day with it. I love to date. Like I'm a night person, but I also like to be like in my bed and in my jammies at night. So the good thing about real estate is that we get to kind of determine our own schedule, kind of. So Sean and I really do try to get out more in like the middle of the day, but they have this cute little bar. It is very, I don't want to say divey. It is very home bar, right?
It's the size of the office that we are filming this in. It is so small.
They do not take credit cards. Nope. It is just cash. It's very affordable. I think I got a Tito soda and it was like $4 or $5. I mean, the service, the girl had been there forever.
Like 30 some years. I think even longer, maybe 40.
But you could definitely tell that it's a locals kind of hangout, but she made us feel so welcome. And it was so nice to be able to go have a few cocktails, hear different life stories. That is the good thing about smaller bars and smaller settings like that, is you hear from the locals that have like literally been coming there for years and years and years. And all around, if I remember right, there's all these different things that tell a story. And so a lot of the locals will kind of just start talking about it, and then you get to go and shoot hoops and play Miss Pac-Man. So much fun. Highly recommend it. Definitely one of those small gyms that is very hidden.
Yep. We had so much fun sharing with you just these few hidden gems that we just decided we actually want to shoot a part 2 of hidden gems in Colorado Springs. So if you're local or you're not, and you've heard about a certain spot and you'd like for us to review it, comment down below, let us know what you'd like to hear about. And if not, we're just going to start naming some stuff that we think are local hidden gems and educate you on, because we have so much fun talking.
I was going to say, I think we quickly realized, right, that if you guys couldn't tell, that we are born and raised here in Colorado, but we do have a strong sense of community and what Colorado Springs has to offer. And we do try to like live our life, the best life that we possibly can. And so we want to share all of that with you because we do think it's important. And don't get me wrong, we're not just going to talk about all the good stuff. We give you the raw, the real, the unedited crap of what we don't like too.
Maybe we'll give you the fake hidden gems, the things that people think.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good one too.
Lazy dog. I had to throw it out there. It's the worst.
We'll talk about local though.
I don't care. It doesn't matter. Everybody loves it. It's terrible. Don't go there. We'll talk about it next time.
Totally different.
First thing that came.
That's a different video.
Yep.
But as you guys know, we are your local real estate agents. If you are relocating here to Colorado or Colorado Springs, we would love to be your resource. Give us a call, send us a text, 719-238-1771. Like, subscribe, and we will catch you on the next one.
We'll go play pickleball. We'll go shove quarters at Manitou Springs. We'll do all the fun things.
Whatever you want.
As always, stick around. Watch the next video. We always got something new about Colorado Springs, hidden gems, favorite spots, housing needs. So stick around, watch the next video, and we will see you soon.